Hey, content creators, have you ever hit record on your podcast and felt like you were trying too hard to sound perfect? Here's the truth. Your listeners don't want perfection, so we're going to talk about how to build genuine trust with your audience and keep them coming back for more by just allowing yourself to be au natural. Podcasting isn't just about sharing your voice, it's also about discovering your voice. Let's talk about some tips on how to build confidence as a creator. So, I just have a few tips for you today. This is going to be a short video, I think, because the tips are so very practical and you can implement them in your life right away. If you are thinking about starting a podcast or if you're a content creator of any sorts, whether it's video or blogging, this should help you to figure out your voice along the way. And when I say figure out your voice, what I mean is this theoretical idea of what you wish to convey to your listener, to your audience, right? So this is how you talk to your listener. This is the type of content you want to bring to the table. This is the passion behind what you're bringing. So all of this encompasses your voice in addition to your tone. How do you say it? What is your messaging sound like? And the kinds of listeners that you attract are there because they're attracted to your tone, your message, your voice, your way. So we've got to make sure that you are freed to deliver your message in the way that suits you best, because otherwise you're pretending and we don't want you pretending. So when you get on the camera, you have to be yourself and you can't hold back, and you shouldn't try to be like anybody else. Believe me, I've tried that. It doesn't work. So be yourself, and just by mere fact of being yourself and coming to the platform the way you are, you're going to attract the right people. You're going to attract the right people. So just deliver your content the best way that you can. So my first tip for you is practice makes progress. Not practice makes perfect, progress. Every single episode you create, when you're behind the microphone and you are sharing your story, your tips, your advice for your audience, this is helping you. It's helping you to refine your speaking skills, your connection strategies to your audience, your flow, your deliverability, the way you go about speaking your message. So you're refining your process every single time you show up. And that's why it's so important just to show up and to be consistent with it. So from day one, and I want you to go back and listen to your episodes from the very first time you started podcasting up until now. Listen to your very first episode and you will hear the progress that you have made throughout the weeks, months, and years. I guarantee you, you would have improved in something, whether it's the comfortability that you have now behind the mic and you just feel more like apt to be random with your words and your selections of what you say and how you say it because you're comfortable talking to your audience, or maybe it's your formatting, your structures, your outlines, the way you do things, right? So maybe you've tightened up your outlines and the way you script your episodes, or maybe you don't script them anymore, right? Because you've made progress. So I want you to go back and listen to that very first episode you ever created. And if you haven't created anything yet and you're planning to, just know that your first couple of episodes are just practice ground for you. As you get your training wheels off and you start to flow in your podcasting, it's going to feel a lot more like you've leveled up into intermediate and then advanced. And before long, your podcasting will be second nature to you. Another way that podcasting helps build confidence is that you're going to hear feedback. Positive feedback from your listeners will keep you going. Believe you me, I love it when I hear from a listener that tells me, listen, what you've provided on this podcast has really helped me. I took notes. I had someone tell me once, I took notes on what you were sharing on that show, on episode number, whatever it was. And I have a notebook that has an action plan and I'm ready to go based on your episode. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for delivering this for free for your audience. I've had people tell me, I feel like I've had a coaching session by listening to your episode. I've had people tell me, thank you. What you said encouraged me. It changed the trajectory of what we're doing in our home. That was from our homeschool podcast. Thank you for your encouragement. So I've had so much positive feedback. And when I go look at the reviews on Apple Podcasts, I'm even more encouraged and inspired to keep going. So you're going to feel so much boost of confidence every single time you get a review that is positive. It's going to keep you going. It's going to help you refine what you're doing and even hone in on what your listeners are telling you they already like. So just keep doing more of it. And my last tip for you just kind of goes along with the other two tips, because I want you to embrace your voice. Remember that you are not to be like anybody else. Please do not try to emulate anyone else's style. Okay, your being who you are makes you unique and makes your content so worthy of consuming. Your audience wants you to be you. So show up like you. Be yourself. And what podcasting does is it teaches you to deliver your style your way. You have to have a unique style and perspective in order to grow the type of audience that is attracted to the you that you are. So be yourself. You are special, you are unique, and your podcast should be the vehicle by which you capitalize on your uniqueness. So that, if anything, that should be the most encouraging part of this video for you, is that you are free. As a podcaster or content creator of any type, you are absolutely free to do the work that you feel called to do, that you feel inspired to do, and do it your way. So there's going to be a million other people that do the same thing you're doing, but in a slightly different way or in an astronomically different way. So what you want to do is deliver your way. Deliver your content your way. Confidence grows with every step that you take in podcasting. So each step is just going to get you one step further along your content creation journey. And you're going to look back on all the content you created, and you're going to have to give yourself a pat on the back. I promise you're going to be proud of the work that you've achieved, but you have to keep going one foot in front of the other. Don't look back. Remember, you can do this. And I can't wait to hear feedback from you, to hear you tell me one day, hey, I started my podcast and I've come this far. And then I want you to show me your podcast, show me what you're doing. I would love to take a look at what you're doing and even give you some feedback of my own. So I know I didn't mention this at the beginning of this video, but I've created over 8 podcasts in 20 years. And so with that experience, I know what works in podcasting and what doesn't. And I know how to help you hone in on tweaks and things that you need to do to just give your show a bit more leverage in terms of your voice and how you deliver. So if you ever want to talk to me about a podcast audit and just have an extra set of eyeballs on your podcast and give you some feedback, I'd love to do that. I'll leave a link below. So head on over there. I'm leaving the link below, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. Until next time, enjoy your content creation journey and happy podcasting.